Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to have a look at a perspective to remember to bring us back into the present moment anytime we feel that we are comparing ourselves to others. So when we compare ourselves to others, what we're really doing is either comparing ourselves because this person has what it is that we want, or maybe it's vice versa. They don't have what it is that we have and we feel a little guilty. That is also comparing as well too. And what I want to say about this is that we are all born worthy. The fact that we all exist is because we are worthy. And if we look at it from an anecdote of being on a plane, going to a destination, and the pilot flying everyone to the destination is not going to stop halfway through and decide who is worthy to get to the destination. So it's the same when we actually compare ourselves. When we compare ourselves in ways that are related to the ego, when we are saying to ourselves that our ego is feeling inferior or our ego is feeling superior. And what I mean by this is that we're feeling inferior because this person has what it is that I want. I have been manifesting this for a while and it hasn't shown up yet. And then all these kind of inferiority complex thoughts comes up, and it's the same when we are actually feeling superior. So when we look at our ego from a superior point of view, we know that we have everything that we want, and then we look around and we start to feel guilty because this person hasn't got what we want and they're trying to achieve it, and all of this kind of negative connotations that are put onto others when we compare ourselves to others. So the reason why I want to bring this up is because it's important to understand that when we actually achieve what it is that we want, that we want to come into the understanding that it's a gratitude, it's a grateful feeling to have what it is that we desire. And when somebody doesn't have what it is that they want, it does not mean that they're not on the way to get what it is that they want. And we should never feel guilty for having exactly what it is that we want. How we eliminate these feelings of guilt is to understand that when we get to a place that we have what it is that we desire, that we look at ourselves in a way that we don't compare ourselves either. So we say to ourselves that we are grateful for everything that we have. So how can I serve now? How can I actually share myself in a way that is, expanding my gratitude and knowing and actually embracing this wonderful experience that I have manifested for myself? The reason why I want to say this is because the moment we start to feel guilty about somebody not having what it is that we want is the moment that not only are we diminishing our own worth and what everything that we created and our own actual, deservingness of it, but we're diminishing that person's worth as well too, because we're inadvertently having that thought that we're feeling guilty that person doesn't have what it is that we have. And that is kind of a negative kind of way, because we're kind of saying to ourselves or believing in that moment that that person is not going to be able to achieve what it is that they want, and that's not true. So it's very, very important when we are coming into the present moment to not compare ourselves in either way, to not actually, diminish our worth by saying that, oh, I'm never going to create this and that person has everything that I want, and or diminish our worth in the other way as well too, that, oh, I feel guilty for having all this when this person doesn't have it. It's the same both ways. We want to come into a whole perspective, a complete perspective, a harmonious perspective, a peaceful perspective, a connected perspective, that there is enough for everyone and that everyone can experience exactly what they want to experience. And it's the same for me as well too. It's the same for you as well too. And so when we are actually manifesting, understand and remember this perspective that there's no comparing, there is nothing to compare to, that everything that we are creating is something that we're creating, and there's nothing to feel guilty about, there's nothing to feel shame about, that we're allowed to experience it all. And from the same plane, when we look at the passenger beside us, we intend that they experience it as well too. And if they do experience it before us, well, then we feel gratitude for it, because we know then that, oh, this is great, then that I'm on that plane as well too. And it's the same then the other way around. If, for example, that we have it and they don't have it, it's going to be okay, because they're on the plane and they're going to get it, and I'm going to actually share myself in a way that is going to, show the abundance, that is going to actually give in a way that I am actually so grateful for everything that I have, and I'm going to express it through my behaviors and my thinking and my thoughts as well too. So I just wanted to do a quick video on that. I hope that it makes sense. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. Remember this perspective anytime you feel like comparing yourself, because I know that we are human and it's inevitable, and I'm not saying that it's never going to happen, because you could walk out the door there, or get a call from a friend or anything, and it's just these little niggling thoughts that come up. But this perspective, just to hold on to a little bit, to come into present moment and say, no, I'm doing great, they're doing great, all is well, we're all in this together, we're all on the same plane, and we're going to get there, and everything is going to be okay. So I just thought I'd make a quick video on that. If you have any questions, as I say, you can comment down below, and I will chat to you soon.